Alright, hello guys, welcome back to another video. So I wanted to come on here to make an update video on a video I made recently about Ruby Rose's #1 spender and #1 simp. Now, if you happen to know anything about that situation, you would know how just bizarre it is, because originally Ruby Rose's simp donated like, I don't even know, like $60,000 to her on OnlyFans, which I mean, that in and of itself is a huge amount of money, on top of the fact that he was just sending this to an OnlyFans girl, allegedly. And I mean, besides the money, this guy was obsessed with Ruby Rose. Like, somehow he had gotten her phone number and was sending her messages. And when I tell you these messages were bad, I 100% mean it. Because here's one of the messages that was sent to Ruby Rose. It goes, "I will send you 10 Bitcoin right now if you answer me. That is worth almost $400,000. All you have to do is respond to me with one word, Ruby. Please, I need your attention. I need to make sure that my kitten is safe." Like, I'll be honest here, man. I really don't think anybody has ever said that word unironically. And the moment I saw this paragraph, I was like, there is no way that this is real. And maybe I was right when I thought that this wasn't real, because it looks like this was most likely an act. And it looks like Ruby Rose's top spender, the one that happens to be in this photo right here, might not actually be a simp and might not be Ruby Rose's #1 spender. Because recently our friend Adam22, who has that weird reality TV show, released a No Jumper episode where he is interviewing Ruby Rose's #1 spender. And on this episode, he admits that he is not Ruby Rose's biggest spender, and it was an act essentially. Now, I have no plans to look at this No Jumper episode on my video, so if you want to see the full video because it's almost an hour long, make sure you go check out the No Jumper podcast here on YouTube. I think it came out yesterday. But rather, instead of going over the video, it looks like we have an article here from Dexterdo, as it looks like they have all of the juicy details. So without further ado, let's get started. Earlier this month, Rose shared an image of her with a man she claimed to be her top OnlyFans spender, alongside a screenshot of $62,000 paid to her account. Since then, she has also shared leaked DMs and an image of her face tattooed on his body. On the December 13th episode of Adam22's No Jumper podcast, the man gave an exclusive interview in which he asserts that the entire thing was a hoax. He claims he was paid by Rose's team and even made suggestions on how to carry parts of it out. The man claims he was paid for the initial photo that he took with Rose and was aware that he was meant to be perceived as a big spender on her OnlyFans.
And I met up with her. I take this picture. Next day, I'm like the fucking OnlyFans top spender. I knew there was like some kind of thing where there was like, had to do with the OnlyFans top spender shit, but I didn't know what the fuck was going on. So they made it look like I was her top spender, you know?
So they didn't fill you in on this beforehand? They didn't say, hey, we have this big idea. This is what we're going to do.
So the idea was like, they were like, we're going to use your, I mean, they kind of let me know that I was going to be like this, like, one of her like subscribers, I guess, on OnlyFans or something like that, right? I was like, oh, okay, that sounds cool. You know, I didn't know it was going to blow up to this big, huge story. You know, they said it was going to be big. And then, you know, I was like, okay, cool. This is kind of cool, whatever the fuck. I was like, when's money going to start coming in? You know, like I was like, I want some money out of this. And
but then, how are you going to get paid for it? And you're saying that they didn't tell you beforehand that this was going to be the storyline?
Well, I knew there was this OnlyFans and like the person's the top spender, but I didn't know the story was going to come out to be bigger than what the story is now, you know, like where I'm like the obsessive guy who's in love with her. And
he told Adam22 that he was filled in on parts of the alleged scheme, but crucial details were left out. Once the story was out there, he claimed that he actually suggested getting a tattoo of Rose's face on his body and requested between $15,000 to $20,000. In relation to the image of the $62,000 transferred to Rose, the accomplice asserts that someone's account, just not his apparently. He claims that prior to the initial photo, he had no strong feelings towards Ruby Rose one way or the other, and that he was not even a follower of her OnlyFans. I didn't purchase any of her OnlyFans content, he said.
So the $60,000 number was fake?
It's a real account, but it's not me. So it's like an actual account that's paid into Ruby Rose.
So some guy did spend 60 grand on her, it just wasn't you?
Yeah, it wasn't me. And at the same time, I'm like getting all this like hate and shit. So I'm like, okay, this is kind of getting weird. I was like, what's the next thing that's going to happen? And then I did say we should like get some kind of tattoo going, you know, like I'll get her name or something tattooed on me. I didn't think I was going to get a portrait.
Where's the portrait?
On the back of my leg.
Okay.
So now so first I'm the top spender, and then it comes out to me being, I didn't know I was a Bitcoin billionaire, you know? I mean, I have some money, you know, but I'm not like Bitcoin billionaire, you know, so the story's coming out, but I didn't hear about that side of the story.
Did you put that narrative out there, or did her and her team put that out there?
Yeah, her and her team. I didn't know anything about that part, you know, like, and then I go to the weed shop, right? and this girl's like, hey, you're that crypto billionaire guy or whatever, which I was like, okay, that sounds kind of cool. But then also you were on True Life fucking porn addiction, and I was like,
yeah,
I was. And then I looked into that afterwards. But so
were you on True Life porn addiction, or because I saw that too? I saw that there was
like me, does it?
Oh, that wasn't you at all. I saw the picture and I just assumed that it was. Wow,
Yeah.
Is nothing real? Holy shit!
No, so I mean so I know about the OnlyFans account top spender shit kind of, but I didn't know it was gonna be as big as this was gonna be. You know, I didn't even know what was going on. And then I get the tattoo, and then it turns out to be I'm like some obsessive like stalker guy named Brandon, which was the guy on True Life, where he was addicted to porn, and that's why like in the messages it says Brandon OnlyFan creep or some shit.
The man said that when the situation escalated, he began to experience anxiety and was concerned for his reputation. During the episode of No Jumper, he didn't offer any physical evidence that it was a hoax. Certain contradictions throughout have the audience skeptical of his claims. Now, with that being said, I'm not really too sure if we can say that this is 100% an act or not, but it really does look like it was an act, and this guy was actually paid money to get a tattoo on himself of Ruby Rose. And I mean, yeah, I feel like if this was real, this guy should have gotten therapy, because leading up to this situation, I don't think I've ever seen something this bad. Like, people literally thought this guy was gonna be the guy who murders people because he can't be with them. That's what it was really looking like, because with the messages, the money that he sent, the fact that he was somehow able to meet up with her in person, and him previously being on a show where he happened to be addicted to porn, like the situation was not looking the best and people were starting to get scared for Ruby Rose. So if this does happen to be an act, like that would be a really good thing. Like, despite the fun we had clowning on this guy for being a huge simp, I am happy that this turns out to not be really that true, because man, if it was true and something bad did happen, that would be really bad, and I know I would not want to see that happen. Now, I think for the rest of the video, we're going to go over what the community had to say about this and their overall reaction to this. So let's get into it. So Drama Alert put out a tweet and they said, Ruby Rose's biggest spender on OnlyFans is all fake and just a marketing scheme. Are you surprised by this? And then somebody responded, he definitely did it. Somebody else said, God, just send the flood. Yeah, man, let's start building Noah's Ark. Are we even surprised? She is mid at best. I mean, I will give this person that. She is pretty mid. Like, she's not as hot as other people think she is, at least in my opinion. That doesn't mean she's ugly, but she definitely is not hot. This dude's trying to cover up. It's hilarious. It's obviously him. You know, as I was making this video right now, I was thinking the same exact thing. What if he just went on No Jumper because he got embarrassed for being her #1 spender and he got called out for it? What if this was sort of a way to save his reputation, you know? Maybe he does have that attraction towards Ruby Rose. Now, I don't know if that's 100%, but I really would not be surprised. Dude got #1 spender tattooed and it wasn't even him? Well, yeah, apparently, but I think he got like $15,000 to $20,000 from her for doing that. Now, it's not something personally that I would do, but I mean, hey, get that bag. Who am I to judge how you get your money? As long as you're not doing anything illegal. Bro is trying to save face so badly. I mean, hey, I don't know, but I really would not be surprised at this point. Someone else said, nah, you can't talk your way out of this one, but from what I see here in the replies, it looks like quite a few people are skeptical of if this is actually an act or not, and a lot of people just think that this is like a big cover-up or something to save his reputation after all that stuff got leaked. And at this point, we really can't confirm if it is real or fake, or whether him going on the No Jumper podcast was actually just a cover-up, and it actually turns out that he does have a huge attraction to Ruby Rose, but I guess we'll never know. So anyways, I think I'm gonna wrap up the video right there. Thank you guys so much for watching. Oh, also one more thing before we end the video here. I know I haven't been uploading videos every day like I've been claiming to, or almost every day, I mean, and I'm really trying to work on that. So this video might go up at a random time, like, I don't know, maybe like 12 a.m. or something. Not really too sure, but hopefully videos will get back to the normal schedule, which should be anytime from 2 p.m. to like 11 p.m. every day. So please stick with me. If you thought that this was a good video, make sure you hit the subscribe button and you like the video, as it will help promote this video in the algorithm for more people to see. And if you have any questions, comments, concerns, or opinions about anything, make sure you leave a comment down in the comment section down below. And with that being said, my name is Breone and I will see you in my next video. Peace.
Shit it all